Panama City, a crossroads of the world where oceans, cultures, and history collide. From pirate attacks led by Henry Morgan to the whole world watching on as Manuel Noriega hid inside the Vatican Embassy. This city has been at the center of history for centuries, but beyond the skyline and the headlines, Panama City is filled with incredible food, vibrant streets, hidden history, and non-stop energy. I'm Ben, and this is my wife Kenzo. Come explore with us as we show you some of the most iconic places and attractions, and all the reasons why
we love Panama!
We love Panama City!
Welcome to Panama, wheels on the ground. Half the airport's looking for free Wi-Fi they've just found. Shops full of souvenirs we definitely don't need, but somehow they're all coming home with me. Smile by the Panama sign, everybody strike a pose, taking 20 photos and deleting 19 of those. The trip just started, the excitement's running high, and we've barely made it past arrivals inside.
So once you arrive at the airport, you may be thinking about finding a currency exchange. No need for that because Panama uses the US dollar for its paper currency.
Yep, the only time you'll see Panamanian currency is in its coins. They use their own coins called balboas, but their paper currency, US dollar. And for your transportation from the airport, there's plenty of options available, but I'd stay away from the taxis though, because they've gotten a bad rap for being unmetered, rude, and pulling prices out of thin air. So Uber is widely used here in Panama City and it's insanely cheap.
For literally just a few bucks, you can get to pretty much anywhere you need to go in the city using Uber.
Welcome to Monkey Island. And this sounds adorable until you realize that these monkeys are basically tiny little jungle criminals. Now, just outside Panama City in Gatun Lake, this area became famous after the creation of the Panama Canal flooded the region and turned the hilltops into islands, and those islands ended up being prime monkey real estate.
Or you can take a guided tour with the best tour guide in Panama, like we did.
That's right. You can take a guided tour with a licensed tour guide, and we have the best idea for you if you're going to go that route. This is our friend Goran. He is a resident of Panama City and
An expert.
He can give you a tour anywhere in the city, even a few places outside of the city. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, as you mentioned, my name is Goran. Second time that I see you guys here in Panama. It was my pleasure to now explore the nature, the monkeys, the wildlife in this area, which is really amazing. I have 16 years experience as a tour guide, last 8 years in Panama, and there are a lot of things that I'm trying to implement from Europe here in Panama when we do the tour. So I hope you enjoy the tour.
Goran's got the stories, Ruben's got the ride. We're drifting through the jungle with the river on our side. A monkey spots the boat, says, "Mind if I come through?" Hops aboard for 5 seconds, acts like he owns it too. Little monkey, big surprise, checking everybody's eyes. Then behind him rolling by, a ship that's practically the size of the sky. One weighs maybe 20 pounds, one moves half the planet around. Only in Panama do you get this view. Monkeys in the jungle and container ships too. The monkey took one look at us, then disappeared from sight. Probably off to tell his friends the humans were alright.
Where can people find you online?
Yeah, it's the easiest way maybe in Instagram. Tour Guide Panama, it's really easy like to remember the profile.
We will also share that in our socials.
We'll drop the links for him down in the comment section below and in the video description. So when you come to Panama, if you need a tour,
Or you can ask us. You can DM us and we'll give you all the information.
you can ask us, but we're going to recommend you guys to him because he gave us a tour multiple times now. And we just got back from Monkey Island and had a great time. Saw all kinds of monkeys. Kenzo enjoyed the waves from the ships in the canal. Great time. We'll see you guys on the next adventure. The Vatican Embassy. In 1989, the whole world was focused on this building right here behind us as the drug trafficker and dictator Manuel Noriega was hiding inside from the U.S. military.
The American troops weren't permitted to just storm the embassy, so they came up with a plan.
Yeah, they came up with a plan. Operation Nifty Package. So for 10 long, hot days, U.S. troops set up massive loudspeakers around the compound and blasted incredibly loud music. And it worked, because after the 10th day, a very sleep-deprived Noriega exited the compound and was extradited back to the U.S. Radio diplomacy at its best.
Manuel thought he'd stay all day, safe behind those embassy gates. But the speakers boomed, the records played, and the neighborhood danced till late. Hey, turn it up, let the radio roll. No big battle, no dramatic scene, just loud guitars and tambourines. He tipped his hat, stepped outside smiling. History left to a conga beat. Whoa, radio diplomacy. Whoa, catchy history.
Casco Viejo, the historic heart of Panama City. Or technically the second Panama City, because the original city was attacked and destroyed in 1671 by the very enthusiastic pirate Henry Morgan. So the Spanish decided maybe building the next city in a more defensive location was a good idea, and that decision became Casco Viejo. And honestly, this place feels completely different from the modern skyline just a few minutes away. One second, you're surrounded by glass skyscrapers, and the next, you're walking through narrow streets lined with colonial buildings, old churches, rooftop bars, and plazas that are hundreds of years old. But Casco Viejo is not just old buildings and history. The neighborhood has gone through everything: pirate attacks, fires, political turmoil, collapse, abandonment, and then somehow transformed into one of the most beautiful and vibrant parts of Panama City. Now it's filled with cafes, boutique hotels, live music, rooftop restaurants, and enough espresso shops to financially ruin a travel creator. And somehow, despite all the change, it still feels authentic. You can feel the history here, which is probably why this ended up becoming one of our favorite parts of the city. Speaking of Casco Viejo, if you get lost, just consider it a walking tour. You're never as lost as you think you are, and there's so many cool things you can discover. For example, Cafe Coca-Cola.
This place is said to have received one of the first licenses outside the United States to sell Coca-Cola.
Yep. So in the early 1900s, In the early 1900s, during the height of the Panama Canal construction, historical accounts tied to this building say that workers from the Panama Canal would come here for Coca-Cola because it was considered refreshing, modern, and somewhat of a luxury at the time.
So we're gonna follow in the footsteps of the canal workers and go in for a Coke.
Let's go.
Ready?
Yeah. So yeah, the Coke in Panama is so much better than the Coke in the US. If you've ever been outside of the US and had a Coke, you understand what I'm talking about, because here in Panama, they actually use cane sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. So not only does it taste sweeter, but it just adds this degree of flavor to the Coke that just makes it addicting.
I agree.
Here's another good one right here. This is the National Institute of Culture. And for all of you James Bond enthusiasts, this building should look familiar because it was one of the filming locations for the Bond movie Quantum of Solace, starring Daniel Craig. Bond. James Bond.
What is he doing?
Babe, we're filming, babe. This building here, the Iglesia de San Jose.
This is a good one. From the outside, it looks fairly modest.
But inside sits one of the most famous treasures in all of Panama, the legendary Altar de Oro, aka the Golden Altar. So according to local legend, when the pirate Henry Morgan attacked the original Panama City in 1671, priests covered the altar in all black paint so that it would look cheap and incomplete. And it's said that one of the priests even asked Henry Morgan for the funds to complete the altar, to which Henry himself said back to the priest, "I don't know why, but I suspect that you are more of a pirate than I am." Now, whether every part of that story is perfectly true, it's still debated by historians, but the altar itself absolutely survived and was later moved here to Casco Viejo after the original city was destroyed.
And yes, that is real gold leaf covering the entire altar, as you can see.
When you're walking around in Casco Viejo, you're gonna see these ruins. And within this is this arch, and you'll see it, you'll know it when you see it. This arch was actually used by the US government when they were trying to figure out whether or not Panama would be a good place to build the canal, because they needed to find out if earthquakes were going to be a problem for them during their construction. So they realized that this arch had been here 200 years before construction on the canal started. So that was enough evidence, or that was some of the evidence that they used to determine that this would be a good place to build the canals. Because if this arch can stand here for 200 years and not be affected by earthquakes, chances are they had found a pretty good spot to build the Panama Canal. All right.
Watch your step.
All right, here we go. All right. Saint Francis of Assisi. Oh, I just stepped in dog.
Told you.
This is another good one that we like. This is the St. Francis of Assisi Church.
This church is not only beautiful inside and out, but a lot of people miss it because from the outside, it just looks like any other church.
Yeah, but then you go in and you climb up, all the way up there, and you realize you not only have the best viewpoint in Casco Viejo, but also one of the most visually unique contrasts in all of Latin America. You have a centuries-old colonial district in the foreground with futuristic skyscrapers exploding out of the horizon behind it, all on the coast of the largest body of water on the planet.
Just another doorway on an old stone street, or so it seems to everyone you meet. Take one step, the world turns blue. Every hall reveals a different view. Round and round the staircase climbs, one more step through hands of time. And don't look back, you're almost there. Something special fills the air. Whoa, now look around, history's alive above the town. Red rooftops, towers, ocean blue, a skyline reaching into view. Oh, what a surprise, old and new before your eyes. St. Francis kept the secret true, now it's sharing it with you. Take this memory home with you. Every smile becomes brand new. Some find faith and some find views, and some just haven't got a clue.
Governor's Palace. Gracias, amigo. So they make these shaved ice things here in the different squares. Taste it. And this one is a strawberry one.
Very refreshing.
It's good?
Serviette, yeah.
Oh man, that tastes just like strawberry.
So it won't take you long to notice armed guards all over the place. But don't be alarmed, there's a good reason for their presence.
There's a very good reason for their presence. This building right over my fingertip, in between the two trees, that is the Palacio de las Garzas. It's where the president of Panama lives, right here in Casco Viejo.
Ceviche was bright and the burger was tall. Patacones were honestly best of them all. I loosened my belt and went back for a bite. That's how you know Panama's doing food right.
One thing everyone seems to just casually talk about in Panama City is how dangerous the food situation is. Because every time you think you're just casually walking through Casco Viejo, suddenly there's fresh ceviche, empanadas, grilled seafood, coffee, rooftop restaurants, and somebody handing you something fried that immediately changes your life.
Panamanian food is this mix of Caribbean, Spanish, indigenous, and Latin American influences all colliding together in one city. And honestly, it works. You have ultra fresh seafood coming straight from the Pacific, tropical fruit everywhere, strong coffee from the highlands, and enough sauces and seasonings to make you question why airport food even exists. And the best part is that Panama City doesn't even feel overly touristy when it comes to food. Some of the best meals here come from tiny local spots you would walk right past if you were not paying attention. And also, we came here fully expecting to try a few things. For example, this is just your basic locally grown plantain with guacamole, sour cream, shredded beef, and salsa. We love Panama City.
Lay them up, then bring them down. Biggest shortcut ever found. Steel and water side by side, carrying the world's great pride. Every voyage tells a tale through the mighty Panama Canal.
Right now, a floating skyscraper is basically being lifted through the middle of the jungle. Welcome to the Panama Canal.
Before this existed, ships had to sail all the way around South America just to get between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, adding thousands of miles and weeks to the trip.
The French tried building the canal first in the 1800s and they failed. So then the United States took over the project and officially opened the canal in 1914, completely changing global trade forever. And the craziest part is how it works.
These massive ships are literally raised and lowered through the locks using mostly gravity and fresh water from Gatun Lake. No giant pumps, just engineering that somehow still feels futuristic over 100 years later.
Yep, and some of these ships barely fit. Watching them squeeze through the canal is like watching someone parallel park an apartment building. And after decades under U.S. control, Panama officially regained full control of the canal in 1999 through the Torrijos-Carter treaties signed in the 1970s. And today, more than 10,000 ships pass through here every year, carrying things from cars and fuel to probably things sitting in my wife's Amazon cart right now.
And honestly, seeing this in person is impressive. But if that's not enough for you,
What's up, everybody? Here we are in the Miraflores Locks in the Panama Canal with my beautiful wife, Kenzo, and our tour guide, Edwin, from the Pacific Queen.
get back from the back.
Man, we got beautiful people on board today, starting with these two right here. They're awesome. They're awesome. They said, man, we're here live. And I said, I love it. I love it.
You heard it from the source. We're here live and we are beautiful. And so are you guys.
Live from the Panama Canal. You can't make this up. This is
Nope.
real.
You can go to the visitor center or you can go through the locks and see the visitor center from the canal.
Exactly.
And who do you book with, babe?
Pacific Queen, and make sure when you book with Pacific Queen,
You go to
Edwin is also on board with you.
We'll be here for you guys, okay? We'll be here for you.
the Panama Marine Adventure. They are on Instagram, right?
Exactly. Instagram, Tour Group, Facebook, all that good stuff. Log in to Panama Maritime and we're there for you, okay?
We can't wait to post about this experience. It was the most experience ever.
And who knows? Maybe we'll see you guys on the next tour.
Live. Again. Take care.
Each one of those mules weighs 55 tons and costs $2 million. They do not pull the ship through the canal. They just keep the ship
from bumping into the sides of the canal. Every ship uses its own motor to power itself through the canal.
Raise them up and bring them down. Biggest shortcut ever found. Steel and water side by side, carrying the world's great pride. Every voyage tells a tale through the mighty Panama Canal.
Welcome to the Biomuseo, which it honestly looks less like a museum and more like a bunch of giant colored shapes collided at high speed. And somehow that was intentional. You see, this building, it was designed by the world famous architect Frank Gehry, and that's the same guy behind the Guggenheim Museum in Spain.
If you're wondering whether the design is supposed to make sense immediately, the answer is no. But the real story here is Panama itself. Millions of years ago, this tiny strip of land rose up between two continents and completely changed the planet. Animals from North and South America suddenly started crossing over. Ecosystems changed, ocean currents shifted, all because Panama basically decided to exist.
Which is honestly a pretty insane amount of influence for a country that's smaller than South Carolina. So inside the museum, it explains how Panama became one of the most biodiverse places on the planet, filled with rainforests, tropical wildlife, and creatures that look like evolution was just experimenting around.
And honestly, the building kind of meshes Panama City perfectly.
That's right. Colorful, chaotic, hard to explain. Somehow, it all works.
What's that bursting into view? A rainbow building dressed in every hue. It's not just walls, it's Panama's big show. Welcome to the wild Biomuseo. Monkeys, sloths, and toucans steal the scene. Some of the coolest creatures you've ever seen. From jungle floor to sky so blue, there's a whole world waiting here for you. Whoa, come on, let's go into the Biomuseo, where the jungle comes alive, every color starts to shine. Panama changed the world, it's true, bringing north and south into view. Nature put on quite a show right here at the Biomuseo.
Fun fact, Panama hats, they're not from Panama. They're originally from Ecuador. And that honestly feels like one of the greatest marketing mix-ups in history. You see, these hats were hand-woven in Ecuador for centuries using fibers from the toquilla palm. But during the 1800s and early 1900s, they were shipped through Panama because Panama was already a massive global trade crossroads. Then workers building the Panama Canal started wearing them because they were lightweight, breathable, and perfect for surviving tropical heat without immediately melting into the sidewalk. So eventually travelers and tourists started seeing the hats in Panama and just assumed that they were Panamanian. And somehow that name stuck. Even President Theodore Roosevelt famously wore one while visiting the Panama Canal construction site, which helped make them internationally famous. So technically, Panama hats are Ecuadorian hats that became world famous because of Panama. During the last few weeks, we've had some incredible experiences here in Panama. But the best experience by far was our interactions with the people. The people of Panama are some of the kindest and most welcoming people on the planet.
From the staff at our favorite hotel to Panama's best tour guide, this is not a goodbye. This is absolutely a see you later. And from Ben and myself, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. If there's one thing we've learned, it's that Panama is so much more than just a canal. From colorful streets and incredible history to amazing wildlife, unforgettable food, and one of the most important engineering marvels in the world, this country has a little bit of everything.
So we hope this guide helps you make the most of your own adventure here. If you enjoyed coming along with us, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more travel guides from around the world, and yes, we will be making more. And let us know in the comments what part of Panama you'd love to experience first. We answer all questions. From Panama, we are Kenzo and Ben. Thanks for exploring with us, and we'll see you in the next adventure.